Folks, if you've been following MotoGP, you definitely know Carlo Pernat, right? This guy's an absolute legend in the paddock. Been managing riders for decades, from the old days right up to now. Well, he recently spoke pretty candidly about the 2027 rider transfer market, which he thinks has gone insane and is completely senseless. And can you blame him? The 2026 season hasn't even properly kicked off yet, and we're already drowning in 2027 contract drama. Pernat says the current situation is pure chaos. Riders bouncing around everywhere, rumors flying left and right, mysterious contracts circulating. He even suggested that Carmelo Ezpeleta, the big boss of MotoGP, will have to step in because this has gotten completely out of hand. This is crazy and makes absolutely no sense, Pernat stated firmly. Imagine someone of his stature getting this frustrated. According to Pernat, all these contracts floating around right now are actually just pre-contracts, essentially preliminary agreements, not the final set-in-stone deals. Both parties, riders and teams, still have options to back out or renegotiate around May or during the Mugello race. Which rider would make decisions about their future without knowing anything? Even the manufacturers wouldn't do that, Pernat explained. That actually makes perfect sense, because how can you commit when you haven't seriously tested the bike this season? That's why he's convinced these circulating contracts still have plenty of what-if clauses. Now this is where it gets interesting. Pernat gave Fabio Quartararo as an example. Supposedly, Fabio signed a pre-contract with Honda, but when he tested the new Yamaha M1, turns out the bike was blazingly fast. Can you imagine Fabio's feelings? Already promised to Honda, but the Yamaha's flying. Pernat speculates that Fabio's agreement with Honda goes something like, if I decide to leave Yamaha, you'll be my first choice. So there's still an escape route for Fabio if he changes his mind. Pretty smart move actually, not going all in immediately. This is another bombshell statement from Pernat. He says Jorge Martin, who's also rumored to be heading to Yamaha, won't be their #1 rider. Wow, even though Martin's the 2024 world champion. According to Pernat, Martin could come through Paolo Campinotti, Pramac boss, and stay in the satellite team, but with the same people as when he won the championship last year. So Martin would get the same comfort level, but his position still wouldn't be Yamaha's lead rider. Interesting dynamics, right? When it comes to Pedro Acosta, Pernat says, this one's crystal clear. This talented young gun only wants Ducati, period. Doesn't care about money, doesn't care about bike color, just give him a Desmosedici. Pedro's made it abundantly clear to his manager and everyone. He wants Ducati. Gigi Dall'Igna isn't a fool. If a rider that talented makes that statement, I wouldn't think twice about saying yes, Pernat noted. And honestly, who would turn down talent like Acosta? This kid's an absolute beast on track. One thing Pernat's absolutely certain about, Marc Marquez is staying at Ducati. He believes Ducati has made a massive financial commitment and special arrangements to retain the 9-time champion. If there's one contract that's been signed, it's Marc's with Ducati, Pernat stated. So, yeah, Marc is staying, folks. Ducati doesn't want to lose an asset this valuable. And Marc's already comfortable with the Desmosedici GP25. He's proven his lightning fast. Now here's the plot twist that's got Pecco fans thinking hard. With Marc confirmed to stay, that means Pecco's being pushed out of Ducati. Sad, but makes sense from the team's business perspective. Pernat's convinced Pecco will leave Ducati because he needs to be the #1 rider. And that position no longer exists there with Marc around. Pecco could become the #1 rider at Yamaha, Pernat said. And this makes complete sense. Pecco's a 2-time world champion. His skills are undeniable. And if he goes to Yamaha, he'll get that lead rider status he needs. Yamaha would also be thrilled to get a rider of Pecco's caliber who can help develop their M1. Pernat also offered predictions about Aprilia. He thinks it won't be Pecco heading there, but most likely Enea Bastianini or Fabio Di Giannantonio partnering Marco Bezzecchi at Aprilia. This also makes sense because Bastianini and Di Gia are solid riders with good experience, perfect for helping Aprilia develop their RSGP. Plus, they both know the Ducati paddock well, so adaptation won't be too difficult. This might be the most surprising. Pernat says KTM's real target is Alex Marquez. Either way, he deserves a factory bike, Pernat said. Alex has proven his quality in Ducati's satellite team all along. He's consistent, fast, and adapts well to the Ducati. If he gets the opportunity at KTM with a factory bike, he could shine even brighter. There are also rumors about Alex joining factory Ducati as Marc's teammate, but Pernat says this is nearly impossible. Why? Because Ducati only has 2 factory slots, and they've already committed to Firm and Aldegar, are chasing Pedro Acosta, plus have several other young riders Gigi Dall'Igna is eyeing. Alex could only get to factory Ducati if Marc retires, so he'd have to wait several years, or try his luck with another team, Pernat explained. So yeah, if Alex wants a factory bike now, KTM seems like the most logical choice. You're probably wondering, how did the transfer market get this messy? The answer's simple. Everyone's afraid of missing out on a seat. Teams want to lock down the best riders as quickly as possible. Riders want the best contracts before opportunities vanish. But the result is this chaos. Contracts circulating before the season starts, rumors flying without anything concrete, and fans confused about what's real and what's just gossip. That's why Pernat says Carmelo Ezpeleta needs to step in and create clearer regulations. So folks, what do you think? Do you agree with Carlo Pernat's analysis? Will Pecco really go to Yamaha? Alex Marquez to KTM? Marc staying at Ducati? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your predictions about this wild transfer market. Who's going where? Which team will be champion? Which rider will surprise us all? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the latest MotoGP updates. Because believe me, this transfer market is just the beginning. There's plenty more drama and plot twists coming as the 2026 season unfolds. Alright folks, that wraps up our discussion of Carlo Pernat's views on the MotoGP 2027 transfer market. Bottom line, nothing's certain yet, contracts can still change, and the drama's far from over. What's clear is that the 2026 season will determine a lot. Which bike's fastest, which rider performs best, and all that will influence the final decisions mid-season. Stay tuned to this channel because I'll keep you updated on the latest developments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.